What's up, guys? Going on? Camp out coming at you with a it's a double review. I'm just doing one at a time. I'll put a timestamp on here if you want to fast forward to the NYC Pair N.9000. But Master Formula, Dr.Wefa, Dr. AFEW if you want to flip it backwards. Diadora, turn it this way. It is the N.9002 Dr.Wefa. 10.5, 10 UK, 10.5 US. It actually fits me perfectly. I get a lot of mixed reviews about the N.9002 and what the sizing is actually like or what it works for them. Let me go over the box real quick. The 10.5, like I said, 10.5 US works perfectly fine for me. I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but anyway, you have this nice array across the top of the box here. I'm going to open the box up and get right into it. On the tissue paper, you got Dr.Wefa, Diadora, AFEW. They flipped it, so I feel like you guys would see that it's Dr. AFEW backwards instead of Dr. Wefa. But anyway, I have worn them, so I'm going to just take them out real quick and show you some of the detail effects that are on here. I don't know. Oh, I do have the extra laces in here. That's good. Wasn't sure if they were still inside the box. Anyway, all right, let's get into the review. So like I said, I have worn them, so the laces are a little cockeyed, whatever. I have the white laces in there. I do need to put a shoe tree in here. The material is very, very plush on these shoes. So if you'll notice there, if you don't preemptively stuff the shoe out, like you will get residual like footwear inside the shoe or shaping on the shoe, so you always want to stuff these out. I'm glad that I pulled these out to do this review because I would have forgot. And yeah, anyway, predominantly purple and black. Again, a lot of mixed reviews on this. The other pair is the New York City pair, and it's gray and mint, and then gray and salmon. A lot of people said they like this pair a lot more, which I'm happy about because this is the easily more acquirable pair. Clean. I do love this shoe as well. I love the color blocking on it. I think it was executed very well. Let's go over some of the detailing effects. So you got like a Harrier suede on the Diadora logo. My favorite attribute is the mini Diadora logo, as you guys can see right in there on the lateral side. Love that hit. Nice embroidery. Good, clean, smooth material on the toe cap in the purple. Good brush strokes. Very, very fire. Perforated nubuck on the toe box, as you guys can see there as well. A little bit more of like an ash gray or like an ash black, I guess you could say. Light purple on the medial side leading in, or the lateral side leading into the lateral panel. We already went over the Diadora logo. It's more of an ash gray on the underlay of the Diadora logo. You got your kangaroo leather on the underlay lateral panel. Aglet area, again, soft, plush leather. Rolling into the heel cap, you got your Dr.Wefa stamping on there. It's just painted on. It feels like it's slightly raised or debossed, so it has a little bit of indentation to it. But either way, clean. Diadora on the footbed here, as you on the outsole as normal. Rolling into the heel cup, you got the plushness again in the suede, clean. It's that ash gray again. There are two different colors on the heel counters, or the Achilles counter. You got that mint, the green, the I guess like a mustard, then orange, then more of a this is red. I want to say it's like two different hues of purple, but it's almost like a blue on this one. This is definite purple, and this is like a reddish orange kind of hue inside here. Clean, but I just want to show you that there's two different colors on the heel counters or the Achilles counter. Rolling into the medial side as the main differential in the shoe, so I'll just turn this one down and show you the medial side as well. So as you can see, you have your coloring on the inside of the Diadora logo. It's embroidered, very tight embroidery, very well executed, well done. Not a lot of overhang. I've worn them maybe 3 times already, so this is probably drag from inside because it didn't look like that when I got it. So there's a little bit of brush in here, but that's not like a factory flaw. That's from me just walking and rubbing my feet together. There's a very smooth underlay on the Diadora logo as well. It's more of a short hair suede on this one. Very, very clean. You got your kangaroo leather on the inside again. Very plush, very pliable, super comfortable. If you guys know Diadora, you know you're getting quality on the shoe, so that's without a doubt. I think the guys at AFEW really just destroyed this fantastically. Let me pull the footbed out so you can see. Friendship, diversity. If you guys caught any of the commercial stuff, I'm not going to allude to anything or kind of like fucking big myself up or anything, but like a lot of it was based on like friendship, diversity, passion, community. Like I said, if you watched it, you had Biso, you had myself, you had Emil, you had people from all over the world. Yuki was in there, and everybody kind of put their input into with Dr.Wefa about what the ingredients should be for the next shoe. Very, very fire. The inspiration's very dope. I think they just kill this shit. It's fucking fantastic. I'm sorry it took me so long to shoot the review, but I have been quite well. Oh, this shit! They put Dr.Wefa on the shoe itself, on the footbed fire. It's my first time noticing that it's Dr.Wefa on the on the heel of the footbed. Clean. clean, man. I tip my hat off to these guys. The only other differential, obviously, on the shoe is the master formula, which is stamped on the lateral side of the left shoe. And then you have your laces, which we'll get into momentarily, which I'll definitely do that. I just want to show you the footbeds real quick. Again, wear and tear. Get a little skip in the meantime. Yoink. So back at it, you got the, like I said before, you got the master formula, Dr.Wefa on the two different heel cup areas, and then the tongue would be the other differential. One is the AFEW signature, and the other says Diadora. Clean, fire, comfortable. It's that. The laces, I have the white laces in. They have aglets that are the same, so they kind of mirror the insides of the shoes. So left foot, purple. I'll go this way so you guys can see a little bit better. Maybe I'll zoom in, or I'll just pick it up. So you got purple, that like pinkish hue, red, like a light purple, almost blue, whatever. And then the one that matches the footbed that's in my hand right now, you have the light blue or like a mint green, more like a seafoam green, orange, light orange, mustard, yellow, whatever you want to go with, and then bright orange. Clean. I think they really just killed this shoe. Let me get into the friends and family after I do this last set of laces. The other pair is obviously black flats with the same kind of aglets on there. I'm going to stuff this back in here until I find myself some shoe trees. I don't know if I need an on foot. I have pictures of like the on feet. I don't know if you guys need on feet, but whatever. Maybe. So obviously this is the NYC pair. Gonna get into that real quick. Let me just adjust my camera. There we go. So NYC pair, Dr.Wefa, AFEW, Diadora, NYC sidewalk. The pills on the top of the box here. I like that they're all like Zephya'd out. N.9000 size 10 UK is my usual N.9000 size. It's 10.5 US men's. Let's get into this bad boy. So I have not worn these yet. Definitely not. Almost like still wrapped the way they came. Dr.Wefa on the tissue paper again. AFEW, Diadora. I'm going to pull them out of the box. I did take some pics of these when I first got them in a while ago, just to get some pictures for the gram and take some content shots, but I have not put them on since then. Maybe like a little touch the street here or there, but nothing too crazy. Fire. Fire. I can't, you know how I feel about it. If you guys watch this channel, you know I love these two colors. Pink is definitely a big friend of mine, and so is the mint color. So the fact that it's paired up with gray, which is my other favorite, you just can't go wrong on this. So we'll go over the details real quick. Same thing as the master formula. A little less leather, a little bit more suede and plush materials on this bad boy. I mean, obviously the leather is super fire too on this, but I'm just saying, as far as like the heel cup goes, the Diadora logo, overlay and underlay, toe cap, it just feels a little bit more plush on this bad boy. I don't know if that's purposely done or if it's just because it's the N.9000, but let's do it. So your base toe box, toe cap, you got this perforated nubuck, very soft or actually short hair suede on the toe box. You can see the brush strokes just kind of going off on that bad boy. And then the same thing on the toe cap and that slate gray kind of feel. Fantastic. We all know how we feel about it. Kangaroo leather rolling into the lateral side, Achilles, or not Achilles, grommet area, paneling, NYC in a gold embroidery on the lower portion here, kangaroo leather on the underlay, very short hair suede again. It's not so furry, but it looks pretty furry, but it's not that crazy where it's like all over the place. Underlay's got that slate gray nubuck again on the underlay. Mint on the heel cup, which wraps around into the Statue of Liberty, which I think was a very dope little detailing aspect. Green leather on the upper, white leather on the furthest or the highest most point on the Achilles area, rolling. You got your mint green underlay on the medial side here, which is super dope. Same suede on the upper of the Diadora logo, kangaroo leather, everything mirrored from the lateral side, aside from the NYC on the bottom, and then you got your toe box. Again, you got the mint color on the Diadora or the AFEW logo on the moniker on the top of the tongue, perforated leather on the lower portion of the tongue, super soft, super plush, leather on the liner, and you have that same Zephia from the box and the Diadora logo on the footbed here. Very well executed. White laces are in here. They say AFEW and Diadora on them. I'll bring it a little closer so you can see it. Does it say anything else? Yeah, it's just AFEW and Diadora. AFEW and Diadora on there, and then AFEW on the actual lace aglet in the salmon and white hit. You can see the contrast in the white and then the black from AF to EW. Same thing on the other side of the lace, except it says Dr.Wefa for NYC on this half of the lace. A lot of detail aspects on this. amazing, amazing. Mint and then white, and then obviously the contrast and the white against the mint with the AF and the EW in black. We're gonna flip over to the other shoe real quick, and obviously, as you can imagine, everything where it was mint on one is now pink on the other. We'll start with the medial side. I don't have to go over all the detail aspects again. I can just show you the things that are different. So obviously you got the underlay on the Diadora on the medial side is different. You can see that little tip, which I didn't go over on the midsole, but on the right shoe where it's green, and on the left shoe where it's red or pink, it's red. So that heel kind of matches up back here and here. And I believe it's on the other side too. Yeah, it's on both sides. So you got that. I can put this back down and I'll show you the, well, I'll just keep them in here. We just talked about the midsole. We talked about the Diadora logo. We'll get to the heel cup. The heel cup, as you can see, you have the rose or kind of like pink, whatever you want to go with on there. It's like a coral, I guess you could. So you got the AFEW, you have the pill, and then you have the Statue of Liberty, you have your green, you have your red, and then we roll to the lateral side. I'm going to flip it again so you guys can see NYC and then Dusseldorf as the DUS, NYHA2 on the other half of that where it was Dr.Wefa, so you got that. What else is different here? I think that's pretty much it. Aside from, oh yeah, the moniker on the tongue itself, where you have the embroidered green on the right shoe for the AFEW logo. You have the Diadora embroidered in pink on the left shoe. Same thing on the laces. You have AFEW and Diadora. And then you have Dr.Wefa for NYC on the other one. It's the same as the lace aspects go, except you have the other pair of laces, which are gray and just black tips on there. If you want to keep it a little bit more subtle and you want to save these laces, which is something I would rather do, because I mean, tying them, you're going to pull all that off. I would probably just do a white lace in this and take those laces out just to not have that unless I was taking photos. But for the most part, it's, you know, something I would want to save as opposed to use. But you have the gray pair if you want to use that as well, with the black aglets and no writing on the lace itself. Very fire, very clean. Love this shoe. This is gonna go in a glass case at some point, but I will wear them eventually, just like my Cures. Just has to be the right time. But hope you guys enjoyed the review, and a lot of people were asking. I don't know if you guys need help with the sizing information, but if you do, N.9000 has been pretty much the same for me through my entire relationship with them. So if I got a 10 UK, which the equivalent is a 10.5 US, it still left me a little bit of room, but it was comfortable enough for me to feel like my usual sizing. I would say stick with whatever sizing you've always been in N.9000. The N.9002 is slightly snugger, but again, not enough to make a difference for me to make a big decision as far as switching to a larger or smaller size. So whatever my N.9000 is, I stay the same in the N.9002. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Shoot a thumbs up if you did. I'm out of here. Peace.